Hello there, and welcome to another Starfield ship review. In today's video, we're going to be taking another look at the Dragonfire. I did a review of this quite a while ago, but it's quite outdated by now as I changed my format to do teardowns and also include kind of an upgrade suggestion. Oops, wrong button. So yeah, let's get into it. So this is the Dragonfire, or in my case, the Dragonfire 2. So the number after the name is the tier of the vessel. The higher the number, the better the base stats of said vessel. So for instance, this tier 2 version has a C-class reactor with 27 power. A tier 1 version might only have a 25 power reactor, but aesthetically, the vessel is the same regardless of the tiers. So yeah, it's a very cool looking vessel, very unique for the Starfield kind of universe. A lot of the Starfield ships are very kind of like, they don't really play into the kind of the sci-fi tropes of like the various styles, you know, used by spaceships like Star Warsy, Star Trek sort of stuff. But this looks really cool. It gives me like a very Star Trek kind of vibes with the kind of the big kind of frontal kind of living area, and then you've got the kind of the middle kind of like the neck that's quite thin. But yeah, let's let's look at the stats. It's got a fuel of 1550, which is absolutely astonishing. Like, that level of just fuel is insane. Like, this vessel, it's going places. Its hull is only 1006, which is quite low for a C-class vessel. We'll have to try and improve upon that a little bit just to, you know, get a bit more combat out of it. It's got a cargo capacity of 2790, which, again, that's quite good. Like, this is clearly trying to be an all-around vessel, so it makes sense that it has some cargo. It's got that C-class reactor with 27 power, which is kind of low for, like, a reactor of that type. You'd kind of expect it to be in the higher 30s at this point, but, you know, it is what it is. Crew is 7, which is really, really nice. Like, that's, you can fit the whole family on this bad boy. It's got a jump range of 26 light years, which is kind of low. I don't know if it's using a big jump drive. I don't think it is. We can see if we can increase that a little bit. Shields of 850, which is very, very low. We definitely want to get better shields on this bad boy. And then for weapons, it's got some turreted particle weapons. 2 on the front, 2 on the back there. And then 2 ballistic turrets. They look like railguns mounted on the winglets. So the price of this vessel for me is 251,918. Now that price will vary depending on the perks and the tier. The lower the tier, if you buy the lower tier vessel, it'll be a lot cheaper. So this ship can be found in various locations. I have found it here. In, why is it so yellow? Did a volcano erupt? Anyway, I found this here at the ship service technician in New Atlantis. Now this one can be a bit tricky to find because, like I said, it can be sold anywhere, but that doesn't necessarily mean it can be found easily. So if you come here and it's not here, I would check some of the other vendors, like check on Mars, check Hope Tech's one, and check Cheyenne's. Why did I get tongue-tied? Well, and if it's not like in any of them, I would go to Sol and land on Mercury or Venus and wait 24 hours, as 24 hours on either of those planets is quite a few thousand hours in game, and that'll reset the vendor's inventories. So anyway, we're going to go and check it out. I'm just going to do a quick jump because I don't like that it's all cloudy. Alright, so here we are. It is now no longer cloudy. Quick little overview of it. You can see, like, it's quite a cool shape. You've got that really big bridge from Deimos, rather, which is really, really cool. And then you've got a lot of these kind of winglets from Deimos, and then you've got some pieces from Tayo and Stroud Eklund. It's really, really cool. I quite like it. This kind of section in the middle, like, it looks extremely cool, but like the kind of the spaceship builder in me sees like a massive weakness. Like, if you took too much, you know, punishment to the side, you could sever the ship in half. Anyway, so later, Sam, we're doing a review. So we have the Hope Tech entryway. Very nice, very spacious. And we have a little bump out too. And then up we go into it. So immediately we are in a captain's quarters. Deimos captain's quarters. World's most uncomfortable bed. Med pack for when you're back or it's after sleeping. A navigation console here. We got a little desk. Just lots of clutter, really nice. And then we got another little desk there. Also got a bathroom.
Hester, you think I'm a pest?
Yes, she's a massive pest. Anyway, off the captain's quarters, we have this all-in-one berth, I believe.
Of course.
We got a little four-seater table. The chairs are very small, though. We got
Don't you
a
always
galley that
say,
works.
Don't listen to rumors.
And we got some chairs here. We don't have any beds, interestingly. How about we take this next room here, and we have an engine room. Oh, very nice. So, I've said this quite a few times. I'm not a huge fan of engine rooms, just because they don't really add much, like, from a gameplay point of view. But they're not too bad if you like from a roleplay point of view, they're quite cool. If we come back this way, because I think there was a door I missed. Yes, there is. And then over here we have the we have an armory. Very nice. We got a lot of storage options here for some weaponry. And we've got some helmet displays and more storage. A lot of weapon cases. I really like the weapon cases. It's nice being able to display your stuff. And we've got obviously more display stuff out here. And then if we come back, I'm gonna check what's over this before we go to the next floor. So, okay, so cockpit here leads to the bridge. This bridge is really, really cool. It kind of seems to me more like a kind of a like an all-around bridge, or like a kind of an exploration bridge, than like a combat bridge. It looks really, really cool regardless, but yeah. So we got the pilot seat there in the middle, and then we got your co-pilot to your left and your navigator to your right. Very nice. Now, if we go, we're going to go back down this way and just come back up just in case. So we come through here. Oh, we do it down, not up. Okay, interesting. So if we drop down here, you just have a little 1x1 room. That's not dangerous at all. Two little windows. Very nice. And then we have the docking port there underneath. And then through this door we have, oh nice, okay, so we have a workstation. Quite like having a workstation on the ship, it's really handy. I feel like it's like one of the more necessary ones. Now this one has all four. It has the weapon workbench, spacesuit workbench, the research lab, and the industrial workbench, which is really, really nice. Only kind of downside with this is it's quite far away from the actual like entry point, which some people, like myself included, I like to put my workbench or workstation really close to the docking port, just so we can kind of get access to it easier. Might have to actually swap them around. We can swap the captain's quarters with the workstation. Anyway, then if we come up here and we go to the second area, in here we have crew quarters, crew station. It's pretty nice. Get that extra crew. Is this all there is? No extra rooms. That's a bit interesting. Let me just double check. I would have assumed there would have been more rooms on the top. Okay, yeah, that's it. Interesting. Alright, let's take her off. When I originally did the review of the ship, it was like one of my most viewed videos just because it's a really cool looking ship. I think the thumbnail drew in a lot of people. But it just looks, it's very, very, very cool looking. Got a lot of structural pieces. Alright, so we're going to take it off. Oh, those fuel tanks. You got a lot of fuel tanks. As always, I have a perk that increases my power by 5. So for the purpose of this review, we're going to be not using 5 power. So we're going to take that from the particle weapons. So weapon-wise, we have those particle weapons, but they are turreted. And then ballistic, we've got those 2 ballistic weapons. So we got a base speed of 130. So we're using some... Wait. 130? Oh yeah, okay, we're using C-class. And then we got a boost speed of... Yeah, boost speed of like 400, which is very, very slow. Quick agility test. Oh yeah, we're gonna be here a while. Yeah, this is easy, like a 1 or a 2. The yaw. Yaw's around the same. And then the roll. Roll is kind of the same. Alright, so we're going to head back out of the planet now and do a teardown. Alright, so you got the ship split into 4 sections. So at the top here, we don't have any habitat modules, but we do have 2 of the weapons. So 2 of the turrets are PBO 100 auto neutron turrets from Ballistic Solution Incorporated. B class, 3600 range, 5 fire rate, 16 hull and shield damage, and 3 power. And then we just have structural pieces. We have a Deimos Spine A, a Deimos Spine C, a Deimos Cowling 4, Deimos Hull A, and then 2 of these Deimos Wing Ds, and a Deimos Tail A. Now on the second level of the vessel, we have the Cabot C3X bridge from oh, it's Nova Galactic. Okay, thought it was Deimos, my bad. From Nova Galactic. We have the Deimos Control Station 2x1. Then that's it for habitat modules on this section. So at the back here, we have the SF-20 Sheared Flow Reactor from Dogstar, C-Class, 27 power. We can obviously approve upon that. What is this? This is C-Class, okay. So we can put this bad boy here. So this is kind of the better version of this. So we basically get 40 power. It's twice as expensive, and it requires Starship Design 4 instead of 1. And then behind that we have the SGD 3200 grav drive from Slane Aerospace, C-Class, 11 max power and 38 grav jump thrust. And we could definitely approve upon that. There's some of the more beefier grav drives here. So for instance, if we use this bad boy here, this J52 Gamma from Relodyne, so this one gives us 50 jump thrust. Now it's a little bit more pricier. It's about 90k without perks versus 30. But it gives us way more jump range. Gives us 30 by default, and then we have a little bit of stuff to play around with. And then we have 2 of these 500T helium-3 tanks, 210 from Ballistic Solution Incorporated. And then we have a big 600T helium-3 tank from Ballistic Solutions, 290. We've got 2 of these 30T hauler cargo holds from Sexton Shield System, 1000 cargo apiece. And then for the engines, we have 2 of these Supernova 2100 engines from Relodyne, C-Class, 3 max power, 21,120 engine, and 7,050 maneuvering. I'm just going to check if that is the best engine. I don't think it is. I think it goes 1 higher. We shall see. Does it go 1 higher? Yes, it does. So, main difference is these ones. They're twice as expensive. They give us about an extra 4k engine thrust and an extra 600 maneuvering thrust. So, all in all, they'd be quite a good addition. And then for the structural pieces, we have 2 of these Stroud Cowling 1LA, port and starboard. 2 of these Stroud Cap A's. 2 Deimos Cowling, 1 aft, 1 fore, a Deimos Spine B, 4 of these Tyone Nose Cap port, and I believe that is it for this section. Now we go to the second last section. So we have a Deimos Captain's Quarters 2x1, a Deimos Living Quarters 2x1, Deimos Engineering Bay 3x1, and a Deimos Armory 2x1. And then for weaponry, we have 2 of these Jishaku ND railguns from Shinigami, C-Class, 1200 range, 1.5 fire rate, 46 hull damage, and 3 power. And then we've got 2 more of these neutron turrets mounted there on the winglet. And then for storage, we've got 2 Stormax 40 cargo holds that give 245. Now we could definitely increase that cargo if we were to go with the highest quality, these ones. They would basically double our cargo capacity. And then we have 4 of these 500T helium-3 tanks from Ballistic Solution Incorporated. They give 210 each, so 840 altogether. And then, so like I was saying, what I would probably recommend doing is I would swap this captain's quarters out for the workshop. And then this workshop here, I would swap for the captain's quarters. Anyway, we will keep going with the review for now. So then for the structural pieces, we have 2 of these Deimos Wing A, 1 on each side. 2 Deimos Wing Cs, 1 on each side. 2 Taio Cap ports. And then 2 more Deimos Wing Ds. And then on the bottom of the vessel, we have the Hope 4 landing bay. We have the Deimos Workshop 2x1. We have the Deimos Companionway 1x1. And for the landing gear, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 landing gear. 4 of which are the Deimos Accu 11 landers from Stroud Eklund. And then 2 are the Deimos 320 CB. And then for the structural pieces, we have 2 of these Stroud Cap A's. We have 4 of these portholes, 2 on each side. We have 2 of these Deimos Skeg A's. And then we have a Deimos Belly Aft. And then finally we have the shield generator, 102D Guardian shield generator from Dogstar, C-Class, max power of 8, 850 shield. Now for shields, we're definitely going to be wanting to use this bad boy here, the best shield in the game. This bad boy gives us 1600, so it's about 15k more expensive and it requires Starship Design 4, but it gives 4 extra power and almost double shield. So let's put it back together. So the first thing I'm going to do, like I was saying, so we've got the workshop here. I'm going to pull this down just so we can get in at it. This is a bit finicky. So I'm just going to move this just so I can see. So this is your captain's quarters. I'm going to swap this captain's quarters to the workbench or workshop. And then we're going to put this back here just so that I need to see which way that was sitting now. Let me just 1 second. Okay, it's okay, perfect. So the reason we're going with the workshop up here is just that it allows you to basically access it. Say like if you jump out of your ship and you're like, damn it, I forgot my scope. Just put it there, and then the captain's quarters down at the bottom just kind of gives it a more, better look. So next what we're going to do is we're going to find the reactor, which is under here. We're going to move these very briefly. I'm going to move this very briefly. So for the reactor, we're going to pop it out and we're going to put the best reactor available. This bad boy here, slot it in, and it's, oh no, slot it in its place, like so. Come on, go down. And then for the grav drive, same again, we're just going to get the best grav drive. This grav drive will give us a lot more kind of play. And then I'm just going to really quickly delete that shield for now. I'm going to put these pieces back very quickly. Like so. Now, for the weaponry, I'm going to remove the weapons for now. Those neutron turrets are fine. We're going to keep them there, but we're going to kind of maneuver them a little different. So, for the engines on the back here, I'm going to pull some of the thrusters a little bit. So I'm going to remove this fuel tank. And we're going to replace these engines at the back here for the 2100 variants, for the newer variant engines. Just because they'll give us a little more fuel. Or not fuel, a little bit more maneuverability. So put that one back there. And then we're going to squeeze this one in here. So the way we are going to do this is... See, we're going to remove some of this fuel because we have a bit of an excess fuel, you could say. I'm going to put this bad boy here. What is it? Why is it not playing? What does it not want to snap to? What's the bottom one? Okay, it's the bottom piece. Perfect. We'll put this in here and then we'll just put everything back the way we got it. We're just going to flip that because we need to merge it slightly. This bad boy, he doesn't want to play ball, so we're going to do the technique of just going up one, like so. And then we're just going to duplicate it so it snaps down. A little bit of clipping, but not too much. Now next for these pieces, what we're going to do is we're going to actually put these lower, like so. Like that. Now we have 79. Now we could, in theory, we could add more here, like so. I'm being cautious not to fiddle with the mobility too much. I think that looks good though. And then, what's our errors? Ship is unattached modules. Oh, these aren't attached. Oh, they are, what? Okay, so we can't apparently put them there. We need to put something to kind of hold them. So what we're going to do is we're going to go the route of using some hull pieces. Like so. Just to slap them in there. Let me see, is there any other types of hull pieces? Probably not. Let me see, we could... What do these bracers look like? I'm not a huge fan of the bracers, but sometimes they just kind of fit, but no bracers. So, perfect. And then what we're going to do... So we've got... So our turreted weapons, we're going to kind of fiddle with the turreted weapons to place them. These turreted weapons aren't bad here, but I'm going to place them up top, like so. And then we're going to place them sideways. Like that, just because they give it a kind of a better angling. And then I'm actually we're going to replace these back ones with these bad boys here. Like that, just because I quite like these more kind of angular. I think it looks a little bit better. We can't move these anymore forward. What about if we flip these backwards? Structural pieces. Just want to see what it looks like if we were to put these backwards. Doesn't look too bad. Ooh, potentially. Actually, what does that look like if we... We're gonna not do that. Now for this little kind of like area here, I kind of want to add another, let me see. What if we were to add like another control station? And potentially a Deimos living quarters there. And then we're going to just attach multiple of these. Like so. And I'm going to flip that. Perfect. Now we're going to have to kind of level this out because it looks a bit funky. See, I actually have a good idea for this. There's like a gap here. But we're going to have to go to a different location in a moment to kind of like fix that. So we'll gonna make a jump in a second. And then this, let me see. See, you're kind of limited on some of the pieces you can kind of add. But we need to attach our god to your shield real quick. Insurance 1800. We're gonna slap this bad boy right up here between the shield generators just because it looks pretty nice. Error. Yeah, don't worry about the ship exceeding cost. That's fine. See, there's a piece that you can get, which I'll show you at the end. Basically, it's a Stroud Eklund piece. It's like a 3x1, and it would fit perfectly there. It would fit kind of perfectly there as like kind of like a turreted system, which I think would look quite nice. I'm gonna go with some structural pieces. We have We have more of these. Oh, they look, yeah, no, we'll go with them. They look quite nice. Now we could... No, we'll keep them as is, just little ones like that. I'm going to use that just because I think it looks quite good. Bit of merging, but not an awful lot of merging. It kind of looks like it was like welded to it. Just to kind of fill in the little gaps here. And potentially... I'm going to do the same thing here, just because I don't like how they're floating. See how they look. Yeah, it looks a little better. I'm not a huge fan of pieces that float. Just slap this one here, do the same little duplication technique. Like so. Now for the other weaponry. What we're going to do is we're going to add some engine. No, where are the weapons? We're going to go the usual route here. We're going to use some of these PB30 electrons. And we're going to mount two underneath this winglet. Come on now, we're fine. Yep, perfect. Two there. And we're going to mount two at the back here, like so. That'll give us adequate defenses. Then we're going to set them to our... So they're going to be weapon 1, and then our turrets are going to be weapon 3, like so. And then I think we're pretty much good. Like you could add... Our mobility is not the best. So you could potentially have gone like... Oh no, they're too wide. Never mind, we can't do that. Put it back. See, you could potentially have done like... let me actually check real quick. Let me just remove this for a minute. Just want to see if I can get all these four kind of in together. Those shield generators, or not generators, we're gonna look about some cargo. I'm gonna increase the cargo a little bit. I'm gonna put them at the back like so. Now how's our landing gear currently? I'm gonna remove these and put our landing gear there. So that would give us a lot more power. A lot more engine power. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna really quickly jump, because currently I'm broke, so I'm gonna really quickly jump to another location just to show you like what those pieces I was gonna kind of add to the vessel real quick. Alright, so here we are in Neon, where I was trying to go initially. So the ship looks a little bit different because I'm kind of broke, so couldn't save the current variant. But I'm gonna show you what piece I was talking about. So basically, Neon has structures, so we have the Stroud-Eklund pieces, these bad boys here. Now if you slap these one each side, and then put these back where they were, these look quite cool because what you can do is you can basically make kind of like a turreted section. So what I would recommend doing is getting some of these portholes, no, not the portholes, some of these equipment plates, like so. And the reason I like this piece so much, this like cowling 3LA, is because with the cowling and then the equipment plate, you can make these really cool kind of like turreted positions. Because it kind of sticks out a little bit, it just looks quite cool. But yeah, that was just it. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know what you guys think. I didn't want to change it too drastically because like I wanted to keep it kind of the initial style. But yeah, as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you like this sort of content, and check out some other reviews. Bye bye.